peaceful out here.
Hey, what's going on, y'all? Welcome back to the Mechee from the Midwest podcast. If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to the channel on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram. I've been adding my clips to TikTok, still trying to work that. If y'all could run my views up, follow me on there, Mechee from the Midwest. I want to get into a couple topics, including some events we got going on this week and the backtrack on what happened with wrestling over the weekend. A couple things I want to speak on with that, on how I'm feeling going into WrestleMania season. Four topics I want to cover tonight. TV show is Paradise season 2 started back. I just wanted to give y'all a quick summary of what happened in that season 1 and what's going down on season 2. UFC 326. I want to give y'all my predictions for this week. One big thing I'm big on is meditation. I want to just give y'all some insight on like the power of meditating and how it helps out with you in your life with any events you're going through in life. It's been helping me the last couple of years. I learned how to do it at a crazy time. I want to say like when I was about 30 years old. So I've been meditating for the last 8 years, but I've been more consistent with it the last 2 years. I'll say pretty much I meditate every single day. I don't go a day without meditating. Even if I feel like I'm having a bad day, it could have been worse, but it really helps. And the first thing we'll talk about the WWE. What I said, the WWE Elimination Chamber. I want to give y'all the results on that. So I really want to start the show off with that. Y'all see the shirt? That's that old school Raw right there, boy. That's that real Raw right there. First thing I want to talk about, I want to give y'all the results from Elimination Chamber match, how I felt about it, and a couple of events that went down on Monday that I felt like was pretty dope. So, without further ado, let's get into that. All right, we had. Let me see here. First matchup of the night was the women's elimination chamber. I said I wanted it to be Rhea Ripley or who did I say? Rhea Ripley. I'm pretty sure I said Rhea Ripley or Raquel Rodriguez. I feel like they're like the bigger women in the division that can give Jade a match and make it look good. Just because the other ones are like kind of smaller, and I didn't feel like they had a chance at the moment. I wasn't really too sure on the Kiana James because she's newer coming up from NXT. But the rest of them, I was like, nah, it got to be Rhea Ripley or Raquel Rodriguez. Rhea Ripley pulled off the win. She punched her ticket. She'll be going against Jade Cargill at WrestleMania. Next was AJ Lee versus Becky Lynch. I thought with it being in Chicago, with AJ Lee being married to CM Punk, that she had a big chance in winning this belt, and she really pulled it off. She beat Becky Lynch. I'm not sure where they're going, what angle they're going to use as far as that Intercontinental belt. But then I feel like with AJ being a champ, they're going to make this like maybe a 6-pack or a fatal 4-way or something like that to make WrestleMania a bigger draw for the women's division because it's a lot of women, and with them having the Intercontinental and the World Championship, they gotta put a lot of more women into bigger matches just to display they have talent as well. Because women's wrestling came a long way. Back in the days, if you watch wrestling, it was probably like a couple women like Jacqueline, Jazz, China. Then they start bringing Trish Stratus, Stacy Keibler, and all them, but they were more some of those like that were coming in with more of like divas. But now they got so many wrestlers, man. Like they very talented. They do things just like the men do. So salute to them. But AJ Lee pulled out the win. She's starting to do an open challenge. So I think some way this is going to be more. There's going to be multiple people in the match going to WrestleMania, which would be good for her because she's just coming back. She's still a little rusty. Um, I think it helps her and it helps the women's division. Next night we had CM Punk versus Finn Balor. This was a solid back and forth match. At times you thought that Finn Balor was going to win this match, but at the end of the day, we all knew that CM Punk and Roman Reigns is the bigger draw for this championship. They got a lot of backstory with this, and this is the match they had to make. Now Finn Balor he did great. It looks like he's about to part with Judgment Day. He's about tired of dealing with them boys. And I see him going into his old being a singles run, which he should. I think he's better as a single wrestler versus having all these names attached to him. So I think that Finn Balor maybe going into after WrestleMania, they're going to start giving him a bigger push in and he could end up being an Intercontinental Champion or something like that until they feel like he's ready to be the heavyweight champ. And then the main event. Oh, before I get in that, they revealed what was in that big ass box that they were shipping out from Raw to SmackDown, Raw to SmackDown. They revealed the box, and this is what I wanted to say about as far as when it comes to wrestling. I'm a big wrestling fan. I've been a wrestling fan since a kid. What I enjoyed back then, before like social media was around, before the internet was around, was that there were no spoilers. You had to watch the event to see what was going to happen. Like, for instance, when Kane first came to WWE, it was at, I want to say In Your House, it was Shawn Michaels versus Undertaker. Everybody knew that Undertaker had a brother that they were going to reveal sooner or later. He popped up in the Hell in a Cell, and everybody was like, damn, this is really his brother and stuff like that. It gave you that, like, you were shocked, like you couldn't believe that this was really happening, but we wasn't expecting it to be what it was. I say that to say this, that the Danzenhausen or whatever, when they announced that this might be the dude that's going to be in that box, coming from AEW, I watched AEW several times. I never seen him being like a big draw, but I understood it because one of my homies was telling me, like, well, he's just a merchandise seller. Like, the face painted stuff is cool because the kids like it and stuff. And that's what WWE is all about. It's about entertainment. But when you have a big reveal like that on a big event like the Elimination Chamber, bring back somebody that's going to actually be wrestling. All this dude do, like I said, from what I've seen, was he wrestles every so often, but he's a comic relief like R-Truth. He puts curses on people, which can be a good thing, because if you get on his bad side, he'll curse you and something's gonna happen to you, like you'll lose the match or something. So, for example, Monday night it was Dominic Cruz versus my boy Penta, and this was for the Intercontinental Championship. They caught Dominic Mysterio in the back with Judgment Day talking crazy, and Denzel, I hope I'm saying his name right. He popped up on him and he was talking crazy to him, and he cursed Dominic Mysterio. And once he did that, that caused him to lose the match. So they put the belt on my boy Penta, which I think was dope going into WrestleMania. He's been hot since he got there. I knew he'd get a belt sooner or later. I know it wasn't gonna be like the main belt, but Intercontinental belt works perfect for him because he's a big draw for WWE, and I know he's gonna do big things, and he's gonna be in WWE for quite some time. He's a dope wrestler, but I just don't like the spoilers like that. If that's what it's gonna be, cool. But I think they should go back to hiding what's going to happen next. Stop telling when people, oh, they contract. I understand contracts end and stuff, but don't say, oh, this fighter, this wrestler has signed a deal with WWE. He'll be popping up this Sunday. Like, I mean, I get it. That gives you for people to go look at the event, but at the same time, let the actual wrestling fans enjoy what's coming next versus already know what's coming next. That's what I had to say about that. Now, getting into the main event, we had a dope main event. I hate when they have botches and stuff like that in the match because they discredit the wrestler. During this Elimination Chamber match, LA Knight went for one of his signature moves where he do his LA Knight and he jump up on the top rope and do his elbow. He missed his footing was lost and he couldn't make it to the top, so he jumped down and just started kicking Randy Orton. Once he botched that, right after that, they got eliminated. He got eliminated by Logan Paul. So I don't believe that was in the plan for him to lose right after that. But it was like they were so upset that he botched the move that they told him in the ring, "Hey, go ahead and pin him, get LA Knight out the match." And because I thought that was a match that he was going to prove that he got what it takes to go challenge somebody for the main event like Drew McIntyre, which I think LA Knight versus Drew McIntyre is. It's not main event, but this is the moment everybody's been waiting for since LA Knight got there. Once he became a face, everybody's been pushing for him to be the top guy, which I think would have been dope because it was a point when Roman was on his streak that LA Knight. I thought LA Knight was going to be like the Stone Cold to Roman Reigns Rock, like he was going to pop up and beat him and take over because I said he's a high merchandise seller. He's good on his promos and stuff like that. He's got the full package. It's wrestling. He can do all of it. So I don't know why they didn't pull the trigger, but they pulled the trigger on Jey Uso and took the belt right off him in a couple of months. I just felt LA Knight deserved the chance. But I hope that botch wasn't something that made them say, no, we can't put the belt on him. If it is what it is. Anyways, to win, the winner of this fight was Randy Orton. The way that the fight ended set it up something different that goes into another rumor that what's going down. At the end of the fight, Drew McIntyre came out there and he got on Cody Rhodes there, started whooping Cody Rhodes, and Cody Rhodes started getting the best of Drew McIntyre. He hit him with his finishing move, and once he did that, Orton hit Drew McIntyre with the RKO or whatever. No, I'll take that back. I think what happened was Cody Rhodes did his finisher, and soon as he got up, Randy Orton RKO Cody Rhodes because it was still the match. It was only them two left, so he pinned him and got the win. But these two are like this, and they've been like that since they've been in the business. So everybody didn't see Randy Orton coming, but it's like, dog, if it's one-on-one, I'm taking advantage of anything I can take advantage of because I want to go to WrestleMania, and that's exactly what he did. But now what the rumors are being said, and I hate to spoil it, but it's out there already. They're saying now that at the end of that, Nick Aldis said, hey, on Friday Night SmackDown, Drew McIntyre said she want to keep on messing with Cody Rhodes. I'm going to give him a chance to fight for the belt again, which a couple months ago, they said if Drew McIntyre won the belt, Cody Rhodes couldn't challenge him for the belt. So what sense does that make? So they're looking at it like, oh, well, this is a bigger draw. They're saying now that tomorrow night on Friday Night SmackDown, Cody Rhodes is going to beat Drew McIntyre and win the belt back, which causes Cody Rhodes to go against Randy Orton, and for Randy Orton to have to explain to Cody, why did you hit me with the RKO? Like, why you didn't just go one-on-one with me? You took advantage of the moment, which he should have. But it's like, oh, just let Drew McIntyre keep the belt. Him and Randy Orton put on great matches, build him up, but give Randy the belt at WrestleMania because he deserves it. He's one of those guys, one of those legends that should get the belt back and continue to be one of the top wrestlers of all time. And like I said, I don't understand the logic. I know money talks. I think with Cody versus Randy, it makes sense, but I'm just so burnt out with Cody, man. I'm really burnt out with Cody being the face. I really appreciate if he went to heel. If he was heel, I would get behind him because his whole interest and everything is kind of it didn't burnt out to me. Just like when Roman, after a while, you're like, dog, they got to give Cody the belt. But like I said, you can't keep throwing the belt on Cody. But they're treating him like he's Hulk Hogan or some shit. So that's what's going on with it. But that was everything that went down on WWE Elimination Chamber. Those are the results. WrestleMania season is upon us, y'all. We got 50 days, 50 to 52 days left to WrestleMania, which is going to be crazy. It's going to be a 2-night event. We'll tap back into that. But that's all I got for y'all for WWE. Make sure y'all like, share, subscribe to the Mechee from the Midwest podcast for your latest WWE updates. Let's take a quick commercial and we'll be right back.
Insecure. We have a moment. Let's talk about Paradise, Season 1 and Season 2. Season 1 set the table. New island, strangers with secrets, tension thick enough to taste. It taught you
commercial and we'll be right back. Let's get into the next topic, y'all. If y'all still tuning in, I want to get into the next topic. I want to get on this Paradise. If you don't know what Paradise is, it's a TV show. It is out right now on Hulu, and it might be on Prime Video as well. I want to say dope show. Just to get into a little bit of what happened in Season 1. We're on Season 2 now, so I wanted to give y'all a quick summary on it and just tell y'all, like, hey, it's back on. Go check it out if you haven't seen the first season. But so this is based on the main character. His name is Xavier Collins. He's a Secret Service for the president. So what happens on the first season is that he's Secret Service for the president, and the president, they start finding out that there's a couple of things going on, and they find out that he's having an affair, right? Once they find out he's having an affair, a lot of shit is going on. They're trying to get down to who he's having an affair with. And how did he end up dead? The president ends up dead. So for the whole season, they're pretty much trying to figure out who killed the president, who is in an affair with. Did the person he is in an affair with kill him? Did his wife kill him because he was married? And all of this stuff is taking place in a bunker, like an underworld type of thing, because above on the real world, it ends up, I can't remember like exactly what happens, but something, it blows it up and everybody's lost. Everybody's gone up there. Now, the twist is Xavier took his kids with him. His wife was in Atlanta at the time, and he's trying to find his wife. He don't know where his wife at, but they saying he's in Atlanta, and they thought that she was dead. The lady that's in charge of the bunker down there, if I'm getting this correct, tells the Secret Service, dude, hey, your wife is still alive. And from that point, he's trying to do everything he can to go find her. So at the end of season 1, just to fast forward, this is a spoiler if you haven't seen season 1, he goes back to look for his wife. Now, season 2 kicks off with him crashing his plane because he went back to go find his wife or whatever in Atlanta or whatever. He ends up flying and the plane goes down or something like that, and they bring in a new character. With this new character, I want to get on about right quick is the new character. She, I can't think of her name right now, but she's pretty much like lost. Where they in Tennessee or where they at? Where they at? I can't remember exactly where she at, but it was an Elvis little home thingamajiggy or whatever, little house that he got set up, and she's staying there. And finally, she runs into some actual humans. They come through there, and they're looking to get to wherever Xavier is, to that spot, to the bunker or whatever, so they could be back around people or whatever. So she ends up getting involved with one of these dudes, and she gets pregnant. Now, this has been on a couple of podcasts already. I just want to say my piece. My thing, I'm thinking the same thing they're thinking. If you're like, ain't no doctors around. Well, she is a nurse or she's a doctor or something like that. If nobody's around and you can't provide for a kid, why are you out there letting this young man get you pregnant? And then on top of that, you knew that y'all ain't wear no protection. Why in the hell would you let him get you pregnant? Nobody can take care of this kid, and he leaves. His little group leaves, and she decides to stay back. Fast forward a little bit, she has the baby, and something dramatic happened. I'll leave it at that. Something dramatic happened, and Xavier has to make a big decision going forward. That's all I'm going to say on that. But if you're looking for a TV show to watch, Paradise is the show to watch. If you enjoy Secret Service type of TV shows, underworld bunkers, if you enjoy like the underworld TV show, stuff like that, this is a show that you definitely want to check out. So that's all I'm gonna say on that. I don't want to spoil it. I'm going to finish these last couple episodes when the season over with. I'm gonna get back in here and tell y'all what I thought about season 2. But that's all I got for TV shows right now. I'm also watching the Beauty, which is on Hulu. They got Ashton Kutcher and some well-known actors that I can't think of their damn name right now. But Ashton Kutcher is like the billionaire on there, and he's came up with a medicine that can make older people or whatever, wealthy people, go back some years to be young again, but it comes with a cost. But those are the TV shows I'm watching right now. I want y'all to go check out that Paradise because season 2 is crazy. It's a real tearjerker. You'll know exactly what I'm talking about when you get to it. But if you haven't seen it, go watch season 1 and then start season 2. And once y'all finish it up, I should be done with it. I think the season finale will probably be in another week or so. Once I get done with it, I'll get back in here and tell y'all what I thought about it. And that's what we're going to do for the TV shows, man. I haven't watched no movies lately. We'll get in here maybe over the weekend. I'll watch something. That primate with the monkey, the little monkey. I'll probably get in here and talk about that. That's all I got for TV shows. Make sure y'all go stream Paradise on Hulu or Prime Video and let me know what you think about the show. If you watch season 1, let me know what was your favorite moments in season 1. If you watch season 2, let me know what you think about the new character and how she went about this situation that's going on right now. That's all I got for y'all for TV shows, man. Let's get into a quick commercial and let's tap into the next subject.
Yo, Midwest in the building. Y'all see another W and they hook the smile up for me. Gold shining, baby. Hey, if you want the real talk on this fight game, you got to tap in. Tune in to Mechee out the Midwest. He'll give you everything.
Let's get it, man. Let's get back in here. UFC 326 going down this week. I want to give y'all my predictions on it because this is a solid card. I want to say it's a belt on the line this week too. Yep, we got a. Is it the BMF belt? I think the BMF belt is on the line. The main event is Max Holloway versus Charles Oliveira. This is the second time they fought, so we'll get into that last. But let me get into the prelims. There's a couple fights on here I think it's worth watching, and I want to give y'all my predictions on it. Cody Garbrandt is 14-7 versus Zhao Long, 27-10. I'm gonna always go with Cody, man. I know he fell off, but he's still a fan favorite. I gotta rock with him. He's coming off a loss, and Long is coming off a loss. Cody up there in age, he's 34 now. I'm gonna still rock with my boy Cody, man, just because I want to see him get. I think he'd be able to get a knockout on this young guy, and he got that championship experience and stuff. I think he knows what he needs to stay away from, and that's from engaging in like brawling. Like keep your distance, and he'll be all right. But if he starts to try to think that he's still a brawler, he's gonna get knocked smooth the hell out, and he will be on the highlight reel. Let's get into the main card. Main card, we have Gregory Rodriguez versus Bruno Ferreira. Rodriguez is 18-6. Bruno is 15-2. Both are coming off a win. Let me see here. Damn, man. Bruno is on a 3-fight win streak. Rodriguez is he's a middleweight. He just came down from light heavyweight. I think he's the bigger guy. I think he hits harder than Ferreira from what I've seen. So I'm gonna go with Mr. RoboCop Rodriguez. Next fight, we got Drew Dauber, 28-15 versus one of my favorite, Michael Johnson. He is 25-19, and he is also on a 3-fight win streak. That's Michael Johnson, just one of those guys I'm always go with. He comes to fight, he's gonna put it all on the line. He's a UFC vet. Pretty sure 20 plus fights in the UFC. Those dudes always got my respect, man, just to be still putting on high performances. And I think he should win this one. Drew Dobbs is up there, but I think Dobbs he get reckless with his hands at time. And I think Michael Johnson will be able to capitalize and win by knockout. So I'm going Michael Johnson. What else we got? Oh, we got another good one. Raul Rosas Jr., 11-1 versus Rob Font, 22-9. Rob Font is coming off a loss, and Rosa is coming off a win. He is on a 4-fight win streak. He's only 21 years old. He's one of the youngest dudes in UFC. Those are the type of guys I like to see build up. He still looks like he ain't got enough weight on him, but maybe for this division, like he's kind of, I want to say he's bigger than Rob Font. Font ain't no joke. So I'm going to still go Raul to win this one just because he's younger and fresher. I think he can win by chokeout, by submission. But if he stays on his feet, I think Rob got the power to put him down. So we'll see how that goes. Co-main event, we have Caio Borralho, 17-2 versus Reiner de Ridder, 21-3. De Ridder was just the champ. Was he just the champ? Like 2 fights ago, and like he looked ass now. He was overrated to me. I'm gonna go with Borralho just because I know he's coming off a loss, but I think that he's gonna be more active. He's not gonna look the wrestle, he's gonna look for the knockout. So I'm always gonna go for the guy that's looking for the knockout, not the guy that's gonna wrestle you and put on a boring performance. So I'm gonna go Borralho to win that one. Main event, we have Max Holloway versus Charles Oliveira. Max beat Dustin Poirier to retire him, and Charles Oliveira beat Gamrot on his last outing by submission. Now, Charles Oliveira is a submission artist, and Max Holloway is a striker. So it's 2 different styles for this fight. It could go either way. If this is a striking fight, Max Holloway should be able to beat the hell out of Oliveira. Oliveira is good on his feet, but if it goes down to the ground, it's going to be a lot of wrestling going on. It's going to tire out Max Holloway, and his power is not going to mount to what Oliveira is going to have for him on the ground because he's going to be looking for the submission. and it could be an early night if that's the case. But let me see who won the first fight. This is going to be a great fight. I want to say one. Let me see who won the first one. Oh shit! So this was years ago, 2015. They fought. Holloway knocked his ass out in the first round. What's it by injury though? Suffered a neck shoulder injury. Okay, so he knocked him out, but it was by default because he ended up injuring himself. I think that Oliveira's ground game is going to be vicious with Holloway, but it's going to all come down. This is really a toss-up, what I'm saying. This is a toss-up fight because I can't really pick a winner. I want to say, like I said, if it's on the stand-up, Holloway's going to win. If it goes to the ground, Oliveira's going to win. If I had to pick a winner, I'm going to go Max Holloway because I want to see knockouts. I know he's going to challenge him in the middle of the ring at the end of the fight to let it all out. And I think Holloway is going to do everything he can to keep this fight on their feet. So I'm going to go with Holloway. He's definitely going to look to win this one and remain the BMF champ. So my final predictions for this card is Garbrandt over Long, Rodriguez over Ferreira, Johnson over Dauber, Rosas Jr. over Font, Borello over De Ritter, and Max Holloway to retain his BMF title over Charles Oliveira. That's all I got for y'all for UFC 326 going down this Saturday. Make sure y'all tune in. That should be a solid card. I'm expecting 3 to 4 knockouts on that main card, and that main card in that prelim is going to be some vicious knockouts. So that's my prediction for this week, man. Thank y'all for tuning in. I want to get into this last topic right quick, and that's all I got for y'all. So give me a second and take this commercial break.
Peace.
Okay. Last topic I want to discuss tonight is something I've been doing for some years now. Like I said, I started back when I was maybe 30 years old. I started meditating. Now, I've talked about this a couple times on the podcast, but for all my new listeners and stuff like that, I just want to tap into it and tell you like what's the power behind meditation and how it can help you out in life. Let me tell y'all something right quick. I just found out my daughter just played the hell out of me, right? Now, usually if you get played like that, you'll get upset. Like, I don't know how y'all parenting is, but some people get upset, like, let's say, for example, with a child lying to you. That's something that should ultimately piss you off because, like, why do you feel like you have to lie to me to get what you want? You feel me? Perfect example. Earlier today, my lady, like we text in the morning and stuff, like once I get to work and everything, she said that, hey, Emery was saying that kids were asking her why she don't bring hot lunch to school and stuff, like why she don't have a lunchbox. So she was sad about it. So that's the way I took like, oh, wait a minute. We were supposed to actually get a lunchbox over the weekend, but we ended up going to have a little play day for me and Emery went to have like a daddy-daughter day, right? We forgot to get the book bag, a new book bag, because she wanted a new book bag and a lunchbox, right? So fast forward to this morning, she said that the kids were saying that she don't have a lunchbox or whatever. So I'm thinking in my head, wait a minute, ain't nobody gonna be picking with my baby. Nobody on this earth gonna be doing that. It's gonna be a problem. Now I ain't gonna say I'm gonna go up there and snap out, but I want to find out who's doing it. So I tell her, you know what? Right after once I get from the gym and pick her up, we're going to go get her a book bag and stuff. And well, she already had a book bag, but let's go get her a lunchbox. Go get the lunchbox and everything. She pick out one. It's bluey, blah, blah, blah. Just a couple of minutes ago, I find out that she says, well, we asked her, like, well, who was making fun of, well, not making fun of you, but who said that you don't have a lunchbox? And she said, nobody. So at this point, I'm confused. Like, what you mean nobody? So what was this all about? Why were you saying that you needed a lunchbox? She says, oh, I lied. And that was because she just wanted a lunchbox instead of just telling the truth, she felt like she had to lie to get what she wants, which is crazy because yes, she's only 6 years old, but everything she's asked for, she's got in life so far. And I wasn't able to do that when I was younger. Now, this is the perfect thing for meditation is that I could be mad, but I took a couple seconds to come sit down, think it through, and he said, you know what, now I'm over it. I just know going forward, I have to tell, look, you don't have to lie to me. You need to be honest with me because honest people get what they want. If you lie to me and I find out it's a lie, now I can't do certain things for you. I can't reward you with things or give you things because for one, money don't grow on trees, but I'm not going to do good things for you or give you things you want if you can't be honest with me. And that's coming from a 6-year-old to a 38-year-old man. So I'm pretty sure she learned the lesson. I'll talk to her about it after this. But as far as meditating goes, this helps me. I would say, like, when I go to work, I see so many people walking into the building that look mad as hell. I hear people walking up on their phone, arguing with their significant others, arguing with family members and stuff like that. And one thing I just want to say is that what I do before I get to work is, soon as I get to work, on YouTube, you can literally type in anything you're feeling. If you want to have a positive day, you type in meditation for positive energy, positive day, manifest a positive day. And these videos are like 5 and 10 minutes. And the easiest thing to do with this is all you got to do is turn the video on, put your phone down, close your eyes, and listen to what they're saying. They're telling you what to do on the video. Close your eyes, relax, take a couple deep breaths, and just clear your mind from all the bullshit, anything that's been negative in your head, anything you've been worried about. Just get all that out your head and just make your mind blank and focus on what they're saying. They're manifesting and telling you you're going to have a good day. Think about these good times that you've had before, what you can do to have a good day. And after you get done with that, they tell you like to roll your shoulders, move your fingers, move your feet and stuff like that, and welcome back to the world. Now, after that point, it's up to you to keep that same energy throughout the day. So, what I've been doing is once I do my meditation, I repeat the 4 agreements that I live by from the 4 agreements books that I try to live by because it's not even hard. You just got to stick to it. Be impeccable with your word. Don't take anything personal. I always forget the last 2. It's like quick. Be impeccable with your word. Always do your best. What's the 4th one I missed? I'm having a brain fart right now. I can't think of it. It will come back to me in a minute. But I think of all 4 of those, and then I tell myself, "Oh, wait, don't take nothing personal. Always do your best. Be impeccable with your word." I'm missing something. I can't think of it right now. My bad. I guess I should have remembered it. But I'll remember as soon as I get to work though. But now I can't remember because I'm on camera. Anyways, I repeat those 4 agreements and I walk to work. I take 3 deep breaths before I walk in the building. And on that 3rd deep breath, I close my eyes literally while I'm walking. And I make sure that I'm like not by no stairs and nothing like that. And I breathe one more time. I go in the building and I have my best day as possible. Now, I might come home and tell my old lady, like, man, this person pissed me off or this what happened at work. But at the end of the day, it's like, you know what? The day is over with. I'm over it. I'm not going to let anything at work or in the gym or anything affect the rest of my day. I believe meditation is powerful because it gives you mental clarity. It makes you focus. It makes you realize that life is what you make it. You have to be positive. If you wake up and say it's going to be a bad day, it's going to be a bad day. If you take that positive energy and say, I'm going to have a great day, it's going to force you. It's going to send out those frequencies for you to have a great day, but you have to motivate yourself and manifest it. Now, the way I end my day is different. At nighttime, I'll listen to frequencies because frequencies you could turn on for hours, 3 hours, an hour, or 8 hours. I always do it for 8 hours because I know I'm going to get about 5 or 6 hours of sleep. For the most part, if I sleep good, I might get 4 hours, but I know I can listen to it all night. The frequencies are the same thing. You can listen to different ones, positive energy for throughout your sleep. to sleep better, to eliminate sickness as far as like headaches, migraine, and stuff like that. Abundance, wealth, health. Like you can do frequencies for anything, but I just want to push more positive energy out. It'd be so much stuff going on in the world. We got so many things going on. Life could be so much worse. We can be outside on these streets, like I won't call them bum, but homeless people. We could be homeless right now, but something in you is telling you to keep pushing and keep going, and everything's gonna be all right. But I feel like if you really want to do better in life, you should attempt to start trying to meditate 5-10 minutes. If you spend 3 to 10 hours on your phone, you can at least, you owe yourself a positive day. And the more you do it, the more you'll realize that life can be so much better if you just think positive. Don't take nothing personal that's going on in life. If you feel like something is being taken personal, like people are personally attacking you, just de-escalate, just get away from it because it's not worth your time. Let me tell you about this 4-for-1 because I can't. I'm mad I can't think of it right now. Before I get off of here, because I already said about the book. What was the fourth one? It is because it sounds like the same thing. Oh, don't make assumptions. Okay, so don't make assumptions. Don't take anything personally. Be impeccable with your word and always do your best. Those are words to live by, sayings to live by. And I'm telling you, your life could be a lot better if you put your mind to it and just try to stay positive. That's all I got for y'all this week, man. I wanted to end on a positive note. Like I said, I encourage y'all to start meditating, stop walking around here all mad. I see people on social media arguing with each other and stuff, especially in the content creating world. It's so many people beefing with each other when we can all be making money together. Follow each other, do content, collab with people and stuff like that. Don't start hating on each other or exposing each other. Don't do that, man. Just if you feel like this person is in your energy, like messing up your energy, delete them on the page or block them off the page and just be done with them. You don't have to keep going back and forth because it's time that you never gonna get back. And trust, this coming from somebody that used to sit on social media and argue with people for years, even like with racist people and stuff like that. People I feel like don't know what the hell they talking about. And it's like, dog, you don't know what you're talking about sometimes either. You're not always right. And I've learned that as I got older. So I'm gonna try to push more positive energy out there. And I hope that y'all start looking into it and realize it's a lot of benefits to meditate and listen to frequencies to get you in a positive mindset. That's all I'm trying to do, man. We're just trying to push more peace out there with all the crazy shit going on. That's all I got for y'all this week, man. I want to thank y'all for tuning into the Mechee from the Midwest podcast. Make sure that you subscribe to this channel on YouTube. Make sure you follow me on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, my name on Facebook. But then as far as Instagram and TikTok, it's Mechee from the Midwest podcast. I'll be dropping all my clips from every topic I speak on, my gym workouts as I continue my fitness journey. I'm being more serious about it and taking it more serious. And that's all I got for y'all, man. I want to thank y'all for tuning in. I will catch y'all next week. Make sure y'all check out our UFC 326. Let me know what y'all think about it. NBA going down right now. Check out those.
All black tonight. Shirt says it all. Mechee from the Midwest. Been a long day, but the city stays awake. Hold up. You see that? MFTM in the sky. Guess they're calling.